Mt Maunganui Golf Club turned on the sunshine last week for the New Zealand Amateur Championship. And with our top two men competing in Portugal and the New Zealand women's team preparing for the Queen Circuit Cup, there was a chance for a new name to take out the nation's top amateur event. As always, the quarterfinals produced many upsets, including the number one women's seed Julianne Alvarez falling victim to Lita Gar 3-2. The highly rated Sarah Bradley also missed the semis after being beaten on the last hole by Manukau's Joanna Kim. Also progressing to the semis were the Keh sisters, Wenyung winning 1-up over Jan Manunpong, while older sister Munchin had already qualified with a 6-5 victory over Karen Chu. The men's quarters saw a glamour clash between the academy teammates Sam Ahn and Vaughan McCall, the recent New Zealand stroke play champion. Titirangi's Sam Ahn couldn't match Vaughan McCall's putting expertise, the Gore golfer going through 2-1. McCall would face Tom Brocklesby in the next round, who also won with a 2-1 scoreline. The Royal Wellington golfer dispatching New Plymouth's Brad Hayward in the quarterfinals. The other semi would see Tai Ko take on Rotorua's Peter Lee, Ko having knocked out the Australian in the match play, Brady Watt, 2-1. The beautiful bay weather continued into the afternoon, where Manukau's Tai Ko was up early over Lee. Ko maintained a 1-up advantage through to the 11th hole, but Lee clawed his way back to all square on the 13th, and he led 1-up after 15 holes. Ko then needed to drain a birdie on the last to extend the semi-final. Lee winning 2-1 and hoping to replicate another Lee from Rotorua and win the New Zealand Amateur. In the second semi, Tom Brocklesby was a potential banana skin for top seed Vaughan McCall. Brocklesby, somewhat a match play specialist, having gone through a Toro Interprovincials unbeaten. But he was soon on the back foot, McCall getting to 4-up by the turn. Playing the 15th, Brocklesby was 4 down, but he showed the match play grit that he's become known for by rolling in a birdie. Over to McCall then to match the birdie and take the win 4-3, confirming his favouritism heading to the final.
A lot of times through my sort of career in New Zealand, I've been the underdog, and now it's a bit different getting up there. You sort of looked up to. So, but I think it's cool. You know, it's great, and I like helping people, and yeah, that's cool.
The key to the Southlanders' game is rolling his putts as effortlessly as he rolls his R's.
I sort of expect this of my putter. Yesterday I wasn't impressed with my putter at all. I had less than 50% inside 10 feet, which is not good for me. It was awesome to go from not such a good day to really bouncing back. You know, that's what you want.
On to the women's semis, where Remuera's Lita Gar took on the younger Keh sister Wenyung. And the 15-year-old Keh was in ruthless form as she went 3-up over Gar through the turn. By hole 12, Wenyung was 4-up and had the chance to win on the 15th hole. A 4-3 victory over the Auckland teammate Lita Gar. Wenyung could relax and watch her older sister Munchin take on Joanna Lim. The 19-year-old Munchin was in total control from the very early holes and never trailed, winning 2-1. It would set up the first ever New Zealand amateur final between two siblings.
It was pretty close, so I had to put the pressure on and get the greens.
It was quite tough in the start, but then as I got the momentum, I started stiffing some shots and put her under pressure. It was good.
And no surprises that these two know the strength of each other's games.
Probably her confidence in putting the short ones and also her drive, so she gets the distance, so yeah.
She's got a real strong mental, so I have to keep up with her.
I got into it because my dad played and then my brother played, and then I joined, and then my younger sister didn't want to be left out, so we started playing.
It's been going good this year, so I think we've done a lot of practice and it's been good.
It's probably one of my best achievements so far because it's the best results I've had. I'll be playing my sister, my younger sister, so there's a lot of pressure in there as well.
I'm quite relaxed because I'm playing my sister, so yeah.
And so, an historic 36-hole final dawned for the New Zealand Women's Amateur Championship. And in this family feud, it was the big sister Munchin who went 1-up on the 5th and had a par putt to go 2-up after 8. Younger sibling Wenyung then won the holes 9, 10 and 11 to take back the advantage. Wenyung was 2 up after 16, but she let her advantage slip, losing holes 17 and 18 to fall back to all square at the halfway mark. The afternoon round saw Munchin continue where she'd left off, 3 up over her sister after 23 holes. And despite a fight back from Wenyung, Munchin got back her 3-hole advantage with only 3 to play. But then she suffered some speed wobbles. It all happened on 16 where she lost the hole. She was now only 2 up with 2 to play. So the younger Wenyung needing to win another hole to stay alive. It would all come down to the last hole. Munchin 1 up, only needing a half to win the championship, and she escaped the rough spectacularly. But if she thought her younger sister would concede the short putt and the final, she was mistaken. Wenyung backing herself to roll in a monster birdie. So it was over to Munchin to finish the job, defeating her sister and winning the New Zealand Amateur Championship.
I wasn't really expecting much, but I was trying to just get into the semis, and then everything actually went better than that. So it feels really good and pretty excited about it.
Munchin will turn her focus to medical school. Not that her sister will give her any credit for the latest victory.
No, I don't think so, because I just beat her on the last, so it's pretty tight, yeah.
History was on the cards at the Mt Maunganui Golf Club last weekend as Vaughan McCall tried to become the first golfer in 24 years to win the stroke play and match play combo in the same year. Standing in his way, a 17-year-old McDonald's manager, Peter Lee.
Everyone knows that Vaughan is the much better player and he's the tournament favourite, so no, I'm not feeling much pressure. I know it's a big thing. It's one of the 2 biggest amateur tournaments in New Zealand, so yeah, it's great to have come this far.
Rotorua's Peter Lee would rely heavily on his exquisite chipping game to stay in touch with McCall in the 36-hole final. McCall's strength continued to be his putting, and he was out to 3 up after only 9 holes. Lee fought back to be only 1 down, but by the 18th hole, Vaughan had rolled in another birdie to be 3 up heading to lunch. And so to the afternoon round. The Gore golfer was quickly into his work, winning the first 2 holes to go even further ahead, 5 up. Lee fought back to get to 4 down, but with only 9 holes remaining, he was running out of time to reel in Vaughan McCall. McCall was soon 6 up and on track for a victory as one-sided as his win at the New Zealand Stroke Play last month. And by the 13th, McCall had a 6-5 victory and a rare double.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's awesome piece of history that people sort of point out. There's been 39 years. Like that's pretty cool to have my name to those both trophies in 1 year. Yeah, in May I'm trying to get over to the UK, play all of June and the end week of May. 5 tournaments over there, so I'm looking forward to the May. Can't wait.